downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
Recon, 132 fighter.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Go!
Switch gears. Check.
On the ball. Hit it.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
In your face.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
54 mark.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir, and they will take over at the 29. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. A give, running right, Lindsey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice.
Come on, set. 90 wolf. Cut up. Yeah. 60 outlaw. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready? On the ready. Get it.
This is it. You only got one shot. Time to go for gold.
All right, gentlemen, you must have had your oats this morning because today was a great...
Getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Go ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds Matthews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Lindsay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He completes this to Sutton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Andrew Beck, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys have now moved out in front. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, pick it up.
On third down, it's Freeman, and they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Go, let's go!
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
And over.
Check 53's mic. Down to lose 1.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15.
Let's go.
A huge play there for Denver, 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers, they go!
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pad?
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15.
That's it, baby. We got one.
Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive.
Watch the slant. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started all the way out in the Bay Area, Detroit, for the final time traveling to Oakland. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. From there, we head down to the desert, check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. Finally, let's get over to Carson, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at Dignity Health Sports Park. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective.
Got it. 53 to Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. Shoot.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsay. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Tight down. There you go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. We remind you that coming up later tonight, so now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Greystone, travel. Deep rim.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 64 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay with his 28th touchdown, drawing level. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Looking to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Rashard Matthews, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They're going to look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Denver. 72 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Check 26, check 26.
Get it.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and he dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense, I think. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Broncos push further out in front. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long.
Championships, all my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym, jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them, I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hit my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a
squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. Be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch.